What's up? Lol. Hey guys, welcome back to another weekly reset video. Um, so let's just check out what we have in store this week. I haven't checked my helmet yet, so before we get into the week's things, let me just check what is available in my helmet for this week in terms of invigorations. Next, secondary damage, reload speed, melee damage, ability efficiency, ability duration, and immune to status effects. Okay. Nothing really worth it this week. But yeah, let's get into it. So as per usual, start off at Nightwave.
Now, just
Now,
in case
guys,
some of you ain't doing all this out of the kindness of your hearts.
just remember that this is ending in about 11 hours, probably 10 hours by the time I'm done with this video and it's out, probably around that. But yeah, still be sure to just get as much progress as possible in this time, and then you can just have a few Nightwave credits from this volume to keep in your inventory, like just 5 or even 1 is just fine. So yeah, but let me just start off and go through that. So 500 enemies, 15 missions, 30 Eximus, capture mission in less than 90 seconds, that's so easy. 150 enemies with gas damage, 20 energy orbs, 3 void flood missions, 3 spy missions, 4 halls of ascension on lure. Okay, so this is pretty standard, it's not too bad. The only thing that I can see anybody having an issue with is probably halls of ascension, because that's a long process, but the other stuff is quick and easy. If you want to cheese it, then just don't do it on SP, just do the void floods on normal path and then should be fine. But yeah, enough about that, let's check out the store. So we got this week. If you don't know what this is, just check it out. You need 2 pieces. I think you need this and you need a key. Yeah, and then you can fight Nile, and then you can get a weapon by the time that's done. Yeah, pretty interesting. So yeah, other than that, we got some floofs, more cosmetic items. Nothing worth it here for me this week. Yeah, nothing really worth it this week for me. There's just a couple of augments. I think I need to pick this up for Atlas. I'm probably gonna get that for Atlas. Yeah. Other mod I recommend here is probably just getting Prism Guard for Mirage. Yeah. Like that thing. That's if you want to play 4 and use a 4th, and you can have a look at that. But that's enough of that. Let's move over. Okay, guys. I just need to do this quickly. Personal quarters, and I can't fast travel to it. This is just gonna irritate me. Good song, but Okay, so we move over, check out Duviri. Down. Check out circuit for this week. Gara, Khora, and Revenant. Now, Gara and Revenant are easy to get in some sense. Gara's parts you obtain from bounties on Cetus. The same with Revenant, bounties on Cetus, and you get his main blueprint after you complete a quest. I think it's Mask of something. Yeah. But Khora is somebody that you get from Sanctuary Onslaught. I can't remember the specific drop rates. I was rather lucky when doing Onslaught, and then I saw that I had the parts and I was like, cool, let me build it. But the average player whose luck is also just not the best sometimes, I highly recommend that this week you take Khora and you go all the way up to rank 10 and get the BP as well, because I don't think the BP is available in the market. So yeah, just grab Khora this week. But if you have got a Khora, you could go for Revenant. If you haven't done that quest yet, you can just go for Revenant. That is a steal. Revenant is a pretty good frame. So you will not like lose out, I guess. Yeah, it's meta, as most people would say. Let's check out SP Circuit. Here we got the Xylox, Cybia, Dread, Despa, Hate. So we just got some Stalker Incarnons this week. Cool. I think this is the only Incarnon I don't have here. I think I have the rest. Oh, and the Despa. Yeah. Suppose that's it for this week. I am not sure what I will take. But you know what? Since I'm not gonna go for Incarnon this week, I'll just do this. Yeah. Can never have too many Rogans. Hey, okay, Reaper, nice. Hey, the longbow sharp shot. That's a rank that. Oh fuck. Excuse my language. Apologies. Okay. Yeah. Also, don't forget to do the Duviri experience. Like, I highly recommend you do that maybe twice a week or something. You know, passively if you got SP unlocked and you know you far ahead in the story. Do the Isle Weaver one. It's slightly faster. If you got decent equipment, then you can just go ham. And then yeah, but it's good to get a passive amount of Pathos Clamps. Especially if you are somebody that doesn't have Steel Path, and one day you are going to be getting your Incarnons and things. So I highly recommend you just do the Duviri experience, go do the more fishing and resource collecting there. It will save a ton of time in future. But let's head over to the Dormizone and see what's available there this week. But yeah, like I said, just passively do the Duviri experience, and you will passively gain Pathos Clamps and other resources. So eventually, when you do move over to Steel Path and you got your Incarnons and you're like, oh my god, what is this? Like, damn, where do I get this? Oh no, panic. Yeah, you don't want that to happen. Okay. So we got Arcane Power Amp available right now. Got some Kuva, secondary Arcane Adapter, primary Arcane Adapter. Got a Scene. Got some Bomber. We got Excellence Weapon Adapter. And we got some basic resources here.
Of course, some said it should have been loaded.
Nothing too extravagant. No. Yeah, go back here. So, yeah. But, yeah. Oh yeah, how is if you are still watching this and you how's Nako's farm been going? Yeah, let me know how that's been going. I started last week but never really went any further. Sorry for that. Archon Hunt this week, Red Shard. Rescue, Interception and Showdown. That's nice, that's nice. Playing yet another Tower Forge from here. And yeah. Just head over to Teshin. I think something's happening with my laptop. Screen. Oh no, there it went away. Cool. Oh, and have you guys played the new quest yet as well? I quite enjoyed that quest, it was really nice. We got a Veil Driven, Cypher. Probably just buy that, honestly. I'm just gotta keep going, Riven mod and then, you know, basic arcane stuff. Oh, we got a new scene. There are a bunch of new scenes. So these are from the new quest, the teacher quest. Like I said, I enjoyed that quest. It was really nice. It gave some in-depth, you know, modding tips and all of that. It's something that I wish that I had when I started this game, as opposed to, well, I don't mind having to learn everything on my learn everything on my own. But the quest will help a lot of new players out. Okay, then from there, how about we do Temporal Archimedia first? So first things first, we're gonna look at the Nightwave challenges. Not Nightwave X challenges, blah. 75 containers, Arcane, Kuba, Power Gains, Practice Precision, Thick Skin. Probably gonna take Power Gains. 250 enemies. Ooh. Drop chance. Topaz. Probably gonna go for the Topaz. 10 Eximus. Arcane and Riven. 300 enemies with abilities. Mia's birthday. We got Magnetic Menace. Friendly Fallout. And weak and involuntary transfusion. And then we have a Forba, a Bolt Forba at some arcades. Skeldra with abilities. No Porter, got you back. And Broadened Horizons. Kuva and an Affinity Booster. For his birthday. 750 Tech Rot. Melee Arcane and an Arcane. Okay, so the challenges this week look pretty nice. Quite simple, easy. Passive, you know. Let's get these Archimedias out of the way. Let me please be gentle this week. But yeah guys, if there's anything you'd like me to go over that you think I'm missing, or that I missed, and, you know, I didn't cover, just let me know down below in the comments and then I'll address it in the next video. So, let's check out this week. We've got the Hell Scrubber, Dekrot, Dekrot enemies will attempt to attack. Hellscravers bursting on contact and increasing contamination by 33%. Enemies will take damage if a player is within 15 meters of them. Enemies take 95% less damage from non-heavy weapons. Okay. Player creates a field that disrupts player abilities. And it drains energy to boost health. Wow. And we lose health when no players are in range. Oh, what? Damn. Enemies take 95% less damage from non-weak point hits. Skeletal harbingers are more numerous and attack and move quickly. If urban gas blankets the level. Enemies provide drop filters that provide temporary relief. But powerless, undersupplied, ammo deficiency, and dull blades. Okay. Glavo and Grendel. Nice, I quite like my loadout. Not bad. Not bad. Ooh, and Narco's there as well for me. I don't have him yet, so yeah. Can head over to the Sanctum. Oh yeah, they added an arcane pack in the Sanctum for the Hex. So now the chances to get Hotshot, Universal Fallout and Escapist is easier to get. I know there are some people who aren't too happy about it and some people who are happy about it. For sure the price of Arcane Hotshot went down. I know my buddies and I, we would like put everything like after the challenge, the Hex challenges and Temporal Archimedia, any Arcane Hotshots we would put together and split the profit. That's a nice way to get everything sorted out. But if you want to know where to get that Arcanes or Arcane packs in general, you just come over to Lloyd. Arcane Dissolution. You dissolve some pointless Arcanes that you don't really want anymore, like this. You've got 2 power ramp Arcanes. Maybe not that. Let's take Arcane Intention. Like that, you get some boss fur, as you can see in the corner over there next to the plat. And then you come over to one of the packs here. Let's take this pack, and it's 200 boss fur for a pack. As you can see, I don't have 200 boss fur, but yeah, just get that, and then yeah. I usually just spend my boss fur on Duviri and Eidolon things, but probably from now on we'll be spending that on something else, on Albania games. Apologies if the video is a bit buggy. Not sure what's going on with my screen at this point, but it is glitching out a little bit. Not sure if that's visible on the video. But we've got a Mirror Defense, an Exterminate, and Assassination. Each glyph will inflict damage. We've got Vampires and Guardian Eximus. We've got 90% less damage from non-weak point hits. Slain enemies reduce movement speed and parkour velocity. Rupture fragments replace shuffling fragments. And we've got Assassination. Eximus units support the Fragmented Tide in its final form. All enemies have overgrowth equal to 50% of their health, and enemy health slowly regenerates. Then we've got Permanent Injury, Ammo Deficient, Gear Embargo, and Frame Curse Syndrome. I've got Styanax, Nova, and Revenant. Nice! Got my Latron, my Corinth. I'll probably take the Curious, and then the Magister. Now this is a good loadout. Rev, Latron. Yeah, so this kind of cancels out. I probably won't take this one, so I'll probably take these two. me unlock that. Yeah, and don't forget to collect your, well, not collect, but come over here, collect a shard. This week's a yellow shard. But yeah, and then other than that, just check out your nether cell for your last pulse if you do Temporal and Deep Archimedia. Other than that, guys, that's it for this week. Only thing I'm going to go over now is to go back to the ship and show you guys primary surgeons. So, Nova and Mag are gone. So, what's available now is
If you're here
Octavia
for relics,
and
you
Neza.
might have to crack a few before you get what you're after.
Or Neja, however you feel like pronouncing it. But yeah, I've got Neja, so I'm not gonna get anything for that frame. However, I still need parts for Octavia, so I'll probably go around getting that. I need one more part for my Bandero and then the Nora. That's it, I think. And then the Zakti and the Guandao. I'm gonna need one more part for each. But at the moment, it's there for 24 days, so that's roughly more than 3 weeks. And then, yeah, I think that's it for this week, guys. Also, don't forget to visit Daughter for Naberia Streets. It ends in 7 days. So, yeah, I can actually go over and show you guys that quickly. This video is going to be slightly longer than the average video. So apologies for that, but that's it for this week. See, the various trades. And we got just a bunch of cosmetics.
I can't just
so,
give them
yeah.
away.
How you get this is just do your basic bounties, get mother tokens, and then you can get all of these things. And then, yeah.
See you soon.
Other than that, guys, that's basically it for this video. There's not much else to go over. So I will see you guys in the next video.